other person on YouTube or any social media platform is going to put out the exact same message, the exact same way that you are going to, and nobody is going to give off the same vibe that you're going to. When you're sharing content on YouTube, and when you're watching content on YouTube, and honestly on any social media platform, it is so easy to play the comparison game. Whether it's about you personally or your lifestyle, whether it's about the content that you're putting out and the brand and image that you want to represent, it is so easy to see all the other things out there and be like, why am I not like that? But here's the thing. That is the wrong mindset. And I know that we all know it. And it is so easy to let yourself sink into that, even though you know that you don't want to go there. And what we need to remember is that no other person on YouTube or any social media platform is going to put out the exact same message, the exact same way that you are going to. And nobody is going to give off the same vibe that you're going to. You got to be you got to be the best version of you, and you got to share that with people and make sure that you really are your authentic self, because it comes out. It completely comes across in your videos, and people can tell if you're not trying to be you, if you're trying to be somebody else, if you're trying to channel someone else. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing to try to channel some like outside energy, get some motivation, get some inspiration before you film, but it is crucial that you try to maybe pump yourself up a little bit before you go out and share your message, because I think it is something that is really important to remember and to remind ourselves on a regular basis that nobody else is us, nobody else is me, nobody else is you, and we can be our authentic selves while sharing messages that come across authentically as well. If you're trying to compare yourself to other people's journey, then that's completely going to set you off as well, because nobody has the same journey. I talk a lot about my YouTube channel. I talk a lot about how I grew being a total lifestyle channel, and then I switched over to talking about my business and entrepreneurial journey, and everybody starts off at a different place. I feel like there are so many people who just dive into being an entrepreneur and not exactly knowing where to start, and a lot of the where to start often comes from inspiration from seeing other people doing it and seeing other people do things that inspires us, that makes us want to live the life that they're living. And sometimes it's easy to envy that. And the thing to remember is not to envy anybody, because you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. This is something else that I recently was reminded of when I was following somebody who I thought literally had it all. And honestly, every single post that they put up, perfect, glamorous. I mean, you've seen Instagram, right? It's very common to see that. But then all of a sudden, this person had a huge thing happen in their family. They went through a divorce. They were like struggling in so many different ways. And I did not expect that or see that coming based on the information that they had shown to the public. And I feel like this is something that is so common, but yet we forget it. We forget that people are only showing us the really good stuff. Now, I try to be as authentic as I can with you guys. I mean, I have a lot going on here. I mean, there is a lot of hats to be worn by everybody, and everyone shows you what they want to show you. And the one thing to keep in mind is that, like I said, everybody has struggles. Everybody has a journey, and you cannot play the comparison game, especially when you are just starting out, because you will not set yourself up for success. The best way to set up your mindset for where you want to go is see that people have succeeded in what you want to do, know that it is possible, and then set yourself up for success by making a plan that will work. And if it doesn't work, then revisit your goals along the way, because not every single plan goes according to plan. And if it doesn't, that is okay. And you just need to remember again that your journey is going to be different than anybody else's, because nobody else is you. And maybe you'll even be more successful. Think about that. It is possible. So I want you to come out of this video thinking that you've got what it takes to do what you need to accomplish, do what you want to accomplish, and remind yourself why you're doing this and why you are the perfect fit to do this. Why does this make sense? Whatever business plan or goal you are setting for yourself, tell yourself why it makes sense that you are the one doing it and nobody else is the one doing that. That person that you saw on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube or whoever whoever it was that you saw that influenced you to make you feel the need to compare yourself to them, remind yourself why you're in the position that you are and why you're going for the goals that you are, and they're going for different goals. They aren't going for what you're going for. Everything that you're going through is designed for you, and it is all going to work out. That is the number one thing that I remind myself all the time. Honestly, when I found out I was pregnant with twins, I was like, okay, this is officially out of my hands. I'm just gonna pray and know that it's all gonna work out. And that's the mindset that I have to have with everything in life, with my family, with my business, with my goals in life, my passions. I just have to have that faith and believe that everything's gonna go the way it's supposed to, and I am doing what I am meant to do at this time. And I'm always in a race against time. That's the other thing that I think people compare themselves to is, well, okay, maybe this person's not more successful than me, but they got there before me. It's not a race, and sometimes it's hard to think this way, but you have to tell yourself that time is working with you and you are exactly where you're supposed to be on the timeline, even when that sounds hard. I definitely have struggled with that one. But I tell myself this exact phrase. I say, you are exactly where you are supposed to be right now. That's it. And I just feel like there is a sense of relief that comes off me when I say that. And so I hope that that helps you to feel the same. And I hope that this helps you to remind yourself that you've got this. Don't play the comparison game, because you know why you're boss at what you do. And I know that you're going to do a great job of it if you just put your mindset in the right place, keep going, and keep focusing on the most important goal without getting distracted on what other people are doing. Because here's the other thing to think about that, like, I know sometimes people don't want to hear, but the world doesn't revolve around you, and it doesn't revolve around me. It revolves around everybody in connection together, and it's so easy to feel like everyone's looking at me. Oh, everyone's looking at you. Everyone is focusing in on that one thing that went wrong. No, they're not. Because the world doesn't revolve around that one person. People aren't as fixated as you think that they might be, which is hard to hear because you want to think that people are completely fixated on what you're doing. The point I want you to take from that is that it's okay if everything isn't perfect. It's okay to go back and rewrite and fix things as you go. You improve as you go, as everyone does, and just keep going. You can only fail if you quit. Thanks, guys. I hope that this was helpful. I hope that you gained value from this, and I hope that you rock it. Have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to, and like this video so more people can watch it. Thanks. I'll see you next time.